Okay, good morning students. In this lecture we will see about components of our earthen dam. Okay, here we can see means whatever earthen dam it is there, it will have some different components. Okay, we have to see this. Okay, this is our cross section we can see. In this cross section if you see here we are having different types. Like if you see here pervious soil bed, cut-off wall, next transition filter, riprap broken, upstream soil, upstream blanket, downstream slope. Means components means what? Parts of our earthen dam. Okay. Here we are having different types of parts. We should know what is that meaning and what is the use of that one. Okay, like this. Now this is the dam uh, which was constructed in 2012. Means 2012 means recent. Okay, shell, upstream fill, downstream fill or shoulder. These components of earthen dam are constructed with pervious or semi-pervious material. Generally in soil if you see we will have two types of soils we will have. One is pervious soil we can say and another one is semi-pervious soil we can say. Means how we will decide this pervious and semi-pervious based on our properties of soil. Okay, means like you can say in soil we will have gravels, we will have silt content, we will have clay particles, we will have. Okay, based on our particles we will decide upstream or downstream of the core. Upstream is filled, upstream fill is called upstream shell and downstream portion is called downstream shell. Generally we will say upstream, downstream we will say. So here we will keep these names as shell. Okay, and here pervious and semi-pervious means exactly at the location of our upstream and downstream. Here what we will provide instead of soil, here we will provide some gravels, rocks, these are. Okay, if you are providing rock, then we can say it as pervious. If you are providing like normal soil, silt, clay, these are, then we can say as semi-pervious material. Okay, next upstream blanket. Okay, it is a layer of impervious metal laid on upstream on addendum where substratum is pervious to reduce seepage and increase the path of flow. Here, what is the use of blanket? See here, here. This is upstream blanket. What is the use of this one? To reduce the seepage control. Means for suppose as we are making earthen dam, here we will have some seepage part. So okay, to reduce seepage part, here what we will provide? We will provide some rocks like which is having 60 mm, 70 mm like that rocks we will provide here so that the seepage will be less and it will increase somehow path of flow. Okay, the blanket decreases both seepage flow and excess pressure on the downstream. So not only seepage we can say, some pressure will be controlled on the downstream. Then a natural blanket is covered of naturally occurring soil material of low permeability. Either rocks we can say or we can say which soil which is having low permeability. Okay, next drainage filter. I think you all know drainage filter. It is a blanket of pervious material constructed at the foundation to the downstream side of an dam to permit discharge of seepage and minimize the possibility of piping failure. Why drainage is required? For suppose if any water leakage, water leakage when it will come when seepage is there. Okay, due to the seepage, what will happen? Soil will saturate that liquid. Okay, and after saturation completed, immediately what will happen? Excess water will be released. Those water, what we will do? We will if you are providing drainage water, those water what will do to drainage it will pass and one more thing it is that in between we will have pipes. Okay, and we can control the failure of that pipes. Like this drainage filter will be helpful for us. Next, cut off wall or cut off. It is a wall, collar or other structure intended to reduce percolation of water through porous strata. Percolation means it is one type of leakage. It is provided in or on the foundation. Okay, generally cut off here. This is cut off wall we can say. This is what this is with this one we can say as cutoff wall. Okay, what is the use of this one? Percolation of water means water leakage. This all will be controlled by using this cutoff or cutoff wall or cutoff. Generally it is provided in the foundation. Means not only that one, here due to this cutoff means what will happen, some strength it will be increased. Means due to this cutoff what we will do, we can provide some drainage works like this. Okay, next, repair. Broken stones or rock pieces are placed on the slope of embankment, particularly on upstream side, for protecting slope against action of water, mainly wave action and erosion. Repair means what here? Broken stones generally see here, where riprap here it is there. Here it is a riprap broken stone, brick placed on earth. Means exactly in this slope, what we will provide some broken stone. Means due to this broken stone, what will happen? The some strength will be increased to our dam. Okay, and due to this, not only if increasing in strength, if for suppose any wave actions it is there due to water, this type of forces it will be control. Okay, now riprap is useful more in our, not only here in canals also somehow it will be useful. Okay, next, tow drain. It is a drain constructed downstream of the earthen dam to collect drain away seepage water collected by the drain filters. Tow drain means what? See here. Here I am providing tow drain means what it will happen. Um, whatever water it is there, excess water, okay, excess water will come and drainage water entire will collect in this location. Okay, that is drain away the seepage water collected by the drain filters. Okay, next, transition filter. It is a component of earthen dam section which is provided with core consists of intermediate grade of material. Means transition filter means, see here where it is there. See here, this is our transition filter. Like in previous lecture I said thin core, thick core. Okay, like that this will be helpful. Means this one also we can say, this one also diaphragm also we can say here. Okay, means for what? Like you can say whenever for suppose if there is any water absorption by saturation, okay, at these conditions this will be helpful. This is transition filter. Okay, next, means it is somehow intermediate grade of material placed between the core and the shells to serve the filter to prevent lateral movement of fine material from the core. Generally one more useful we can say here, lateral movement means for suppose whenever, sorry, whenever some earthquake occur like this at this location, what will happen? Some movement will be occur. Movement means here lateral movement means from downward to upward, means like this. See here, for suppose exactly here force occurred. Okay, the movement will go from this location to top location. Like this what will happen? To control this movement, this type of movement, we are using here transition filter. And just now I have explained each and everything now. Grass cover means just you can say instead of using rocks, here we will provide some grass like this. Okay, next, advantages. Design procedures are straightforward and easy. Generally as comparatively gravity dam, this design procedure is somehow easy and straightforward. Like natural materials we will use and we will use. Okay, means what is happening, what we can do. Design means here what, in means available material will bring like soil, this all, and we will bring here, we will make thickness here for a 2 centimeter thickness, like that we will make. Okay, and we will do compaction. So here design process is somehow easy as comparatively gravity dam. Next, local natural materials are used. Generally here local natural materials we will use. Next, comparatively small establishment and equipments are required. Generally here we require some materials like procliners, okay, cranes. These are why, what is the use of this one? For compaction, for cutting and filling, this all will be helpful. Earthfill dam resistance settlement and movement better than more rigid structure, and can be more suitable for areas where earth movements are common. Generally where for suppose where small structures are there. Okay, no, not required. Some, if one more thing we can say, if area is less also we can prefer this type of dam. Okay, next, disadvantages. Another embankment is easily damaged or destroyed by water flowing on over or against it. Generally what will happen here? Already disadvantages I have said, means some more as per topic I am saying once again here. Okay, generally an other embankment is easily damaged or destroyed. Means for suppose in rainy season what will happen, when rains are there more, immediately what will happen, soil will absorb the water, and due to this what will happen, due to this continuous flow, the dam will get failure or damaged. Okay, thus a spillway or adequate upstream protection are essential for any other dam. Generally if you are providing spillways, this all, then we can control somehow our addend dam failures. Okay, designing and constructing adequate spillways is usually the most technically difficult part any dam building work. Generally, the use of constructing this type of spillways is somehow difficult. Okay, because any site with a poor quality spillway should not be used. Means if you are providing spillway, means what will happen, we have to use perfectly. Means like you can say, for suppose if you are providing concrete, grade of material should be correct, we have to place this all. And obviously here we are having natural materials like soil, so somehow it is difficult here to provide spillway, and somehow cost is also more. Okay, it is not adequately compacted during construction. The dam will have weak structure, prone to the seepage. Means here what will happen here, for suppose if compaction is not good, immediately what will happen, structure will get weakness. Okay, other dams require continual maintenance to prevent erosion, tree growth, subsidence, animal and insect damage, and seepage. Generally what will happen for other dam, for immediately erosion will occur. Erosion means what, small potholes will be there, and in that water will get stored. And due to this continuous water, what will happen, some crops will grow. Okay, and we have to cut those all grass. If crops are there, immediately means what, saturation level will be decrease. Okay, like this. Next, animals, for suppose if animals are passing in in this area, it will get some damage. Okay, and insect damage, small insects will be there, due to that also damage chances are there, and seepage. Okay, design of hidden dam. Generally we have to decide top width, freeboard, settlement allowance, casing or outer shell, cut off trench, downstream drainage system. Okay, generally top width. Here top width means, see here, this is for suppose this is our dam. Okay, this top width, generally IRC, sorry, Indian standard is providing some values for us, that is the, here we can find the values. Okay, minimum top width W should be such that it can enhance the practicability and protect it against wave action and earthquake shocks. Generally based on this top width only, okay, our wind actions, okay, for suppose any earthquakes are there, next wind actions are, wave actions are there. Okay, if top width is good, then we can control our wave actions and earthquake shocks. Earthquake shocks means nothing but earthquake. Sometimes it is used for transportation purpose also. Generally go and observe our Pimper dam. Okay, if you go and observe our Pimper dam, for transportation also we are using. Means to travel from one location to another location also we are using. But sometimes if you see, whenever rainfall is there more, at the starting of our location it will be get blocked. Means heavy vehicles will not be allowed. Only by walk we can go. Okay, means transportation purpose also it will be helpful. Based on season, it depends upon height of earthen dam and can be calculated as follows. Generally it will be depend upon height of earthen dam. Means based on this height, this width will be depend. For very low dam, W is equal to H by 5 plus 3. Okay, next if it is less than or equal to 30 meter, okay, 30, then we can prefer 0.55 H plus 0.2 H. If it is greater than or equal to H, greater than or equal to 30, then we can provide 1.65 cube square root of H plus 1.5, where H is height of dam. For Indian standard it should not be less than 6 meter. Here 30 mm like this it is there. Okay, sorry, actually here it is 3 meter, 3 meter, less than 3, greater than 3. Okay, freeboard, it is vertical distance between top of the dam and full supply level of the reservoir or added height. Generally freeboard means what, for suppose see here, uh, this is our dam. Okay, up to here our water level will be there. Okay, and this is minimum level. Okay, and this is maximum level. The distance between the minimum to maximum is nothing but here, means the distance between minimum to maximum level is nothing but we can say that one as freeboard. Okay, it acts as safety measure for dam against high flow conditions. Generally if you are providing freeboard, what will happen, it will be for flow against this all, it will be helpful for us. Next, waves and runoffs of storm greater than overtopping, for all of this, and this will be helpful. Generally, there are recommended values as per USBR given by table number 11.1. That is, see here, uh, if natural spill is free, then any type of dam, then we can say as maximum 2 meter, 3 meter over the maximum flow level. Means here indirectly means what, 2 to 3 we can provide. Controlled less than 60 meter, then we can provide 2.5 meter to 2.5 meter above the top of the gate. Next, greater than 60 meter, then we can provide 3 meter above the top of the gate. Sorry, here there is small mistake here. This is not 6 meter, this is 60 meter. Some typing mistake it is there. Okay. So here h less than or equal to 30 meter, h greater than or equal to 30 meter. Okay, like this we can provide here. And how we can find here hw. Okay, that is hw is equal to 0.014 dm power 0.15. Here dm is nothing but height. Okay, where that is equal to wave height meter, where sorry, where h is equal to wave height and dm is equal to pitch of exposure, like this. Okay, wave height here, by using this formula we can provide, we can find our wave height. Okay, settlement allowance, it is result of settlement to fill the foundation material, resulting in decrease of dam storage. Generally, means if you want to decrease this dam storage and these all, okay, some settlement allowance is required. Settlement allowance means like you can say soil settlement, we can say it depends upon type of fill material and method of speed construction. Okay, generally settlement is somehow important, means the soil should get settlement, whether by, means generally what will happen for settlement we are having two types, one is compaction and another one is consolidation. Here consolidation is somehow late process, so we'll prefer here compaction. Okay, like this. It varies from 10% of design height of hand compacted to 5% of mission compacted earth fill. Generally what will happen, we have to settle down at 10% at design height. Okay, 10% should be settlement, means like you can say for suppose settlement rate will be the settlement we have to find in percentage. Okay, that percentage 5 to 10 percentage. Next, casing or outside in main function to provide stability the production to the core depending upon upstream and downstream recommends the, as per Terzaghi he has given for us for casing or outside. For suppose if it is homogeneous well graded material, means here casing or outer shell is nothing but slope. For slope he has given for us upstream slope and downstream slope. This is our upstream slope, top width and downstream slope. So he has given for us values 2 into 1 by 2 is to 1, 2 is to 1, 3 is to 1, 2 into 1 by 2 is to 1, like this he has given for us. As this one I have taken by SK Garg 2018. He has suggested the for values for us. Okay, based on these values I have to follow this one. If you want to go through this, if you prefer SK Garg textbook, it will be there for you. Okay, next, cut-off trench. It is provided to reduce the seepage through the foundation. Okay, and also to reduce piping in the dam. Okay, mean generally if you want to reduce this piping, these are here we can provide some trench material. Here trench is nothing but, see here, this one we can say as trench also. Here cut-off wall whatever it is there, here we can say as trench also. Okay, to find this one, cutoff trench B is equal to H minus D. Generally the depth will be more than 1 meter. Okay, H is equal to reservoir head, D is equal to depth of cutoff trench and below the ground surface. Okay, generally this depth is more than 1 meter we have to provide. Okay, this one how we can find, B is equal to H minus D. So here D is required, base width already will, sorry, B is nothing but cutoff trench, H is nothing but height and minus D is nothing but depth, how much depth you are providing, so that you will get overall width. Okay, next, downstream drainage. Generally downstream drainage means, you know, toe drainage we can say, horizontal blanket we can say, chimney drains we can say. Here toe drains means, for suppose this is our dam. Okay, here we will provide some drainage. This is nothing but toe drainage and this is nothing but horizontal blanket. Okay, horizontal blanket we can say, either in upstream side or downstream side. We'll provide this one. Next one is chimney drainage. Chimney drainage means, small hole will be there, small pipes will be there. By using that pipes, we will collect the water and we will store it and we will pass to the drainage works. Okay, like this we have to provide our design of our earthen dam. Okay, no problem. In my next lecture we will solve some numericals. You will know how to find this one. Okay, so friends, this is about today's lecture, and if you are having any doubts you can contact me. Thank you, take care.